What's going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. You know, nothing puts joy in my heart like a badass old school hot rod. This is where it started right here. And this was not mine. This was belongs to a good buddy of mine, old buddy of mine. Old buddy of mine that I can tell you stories about that I will never say on here. But a great friend. And he built this thing and he brought it by, and I've been on him. I'm like, man, you need to bring that little truck down. You need to bring that little truck down. This is a 1936 Ford pickup truck. Well, it started out as a 1936 Ford pickup truck. I know a lot of you guys have no idea what a 36 Ford truck looked like originally. So this is the time you pause the video and you Google what a 36 Ford truck looks like. So when you click back on this video, you're like, holy shit, this is badass. Because I'm gonna tell you something, if anybody started with nothing to make something, they did when they built this. This is the quintessential traditional style hot rod. 392 Hemi, big blower, chop top, all aluminum inside, bomber interior in it. This thing still got drum brakes, got the big Buick aluminum fin hubs on it. This thing is bad news down to the original style Ford wires on it. I mean, this is what hot rod was about, taking weight off, putting the biggest motor you could find, chopping and cutting and doing everything you can. This thing's been channeled. I mean, literally, if you're 5'7", your knees are gonna be in the roof, but you know what? It's cool, and that's all that matters. And there's something that I wanna tell you guys about this. You know, this is cool. And right now, traditional stuff is red hot. You know, all the rockabilly pomade in their hair, cigarettes rolled up in their sleeve, like Happy Days looking guys. That's a TV show in the late 70s that came out. Google it. These cars are very popular right now. And you heard me say a few episodes back when I tried to buy Hugh Hefner's 40 Ford that you need to keep an eye on the street rods. Because this is going to be the ticket to make street rods cool again. Between the pro touring car craze and this traditional craze, they're going to train wreck somewhere soon. And old Pawpaw's 40 Ford street rod or 48 Chevrolet or 34 Ford or whatever is going to be cool again because it has all the parts, all the big pieces to make it cool. And you can put your touches on it, whether it be bigger wheels or stance or air ride or to go with a more traditional vibe with it, you know, wide whites and big steelies or whatever. That's what I love about these cars. They never die. Timeless is what this is. And this is what I scream to people when they build cars. I get people ask me all the time, well, Rabbit, you buy and sell them. And I build a lot of them too. And I'm gonna tell you something, when I build a car, whenever I got a car in here, when I buy cars, whatever, I always go for timeless. Timeless always sells. And you're saying, well, what do you mean timeless? This look right here will never go away. You know why? Because it's been hot since the day they started doing it. Early 50s, all the way to today. It's still cool. You don't know if this car was built last week or if it was built 40 years ago. I love this style of a build. And you can do this not even with just the traditional stuff, even like the C10s now. Like, take the dime piece, for example. Perfect example. 1972 C10. Big block, short bed. It's lowered down. Got a nice set of 20s and 22-inch billet wheels. I know a lot of guys don't like the big wheels. They're popular and everybody else does, so I do too. You know, it's a great look, but it's timeless. We didn't shave door handles off of it. We didn't take any of the originality away from it. You know, we can always raise it back up. We can make it look like day one again. Or we can change the wheels to whatever's hot this year or whatever, because it's timeless. Kind of like my 65 Malibu SS, same way. Cool set of mags, just like the little white Nova. It's a bone stock car. It's got a cool set of mags on it. It's timeless. It will be cool today, tomorrow, 10 years from now. That'll still be a cool car. And you didn't have to get away from its originality because you built it timeless. You know, it's like the 57 Chevrolet 150 that I'm looking at behind Matt's big ass head right now. That's a timeless build. They don't age. I stress that to people when you're building cars. You know, it's so easy to fall into fads and like take the street rods of the late 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Oh my God, it's got tweed interior. Oh man, look at all these pastel colors. What do you think people are going to be saying about the ride you're driving right now in 10 years? Oh my God, it's got an LS1 in it. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? That's It's so easy to fall for fads. And yes, kids, the LS will die sooner or later. And there'll be something. Matter of fact, there's already newer things out. You're already having people LS shaming other LS owners because they jumped on the bandwagon super early and they've got like an LS1 and everybody else is running LS3s and stroker motors and all this stuff. It's really easy to date a car. They still make carburetors. They still make blowers. I mean, you don't really find 392 Hemis sitting around every corner store, but things like that. You can build this car today. The traditional builds are out there, and these cars. That's what I like about it is the popularity of it. And my buddy Johnny really went to the next level with it. You got got the look of a traditional car, and it tickles me because the ones that are usually the diehards are usually the worst at this. They're kind of like, yeah, I'm real traditional, this and this and this and this, and you look and it's got like a Mustang 2 front end under it or electronic ignition or, something like that. This isn't like that. This is a hot rodder's hot rod. It's got a 4-speed in it. It's not made for comfort. This thing is made to get your attention and to pass everything but a gas station. And it does it well. This guy paints beautiful cars for a living, and his hot rod is in red oxide primer. And this is the finished product, kids. This isn't we're driving it around, we're gonna put a candy custom paint on it. Nope, it's perfect, just like it is. That's what I love about it. Every time I see this takes me back to vocational school because we used to spray red oxide primer on everything. I used to hate that primer. I hate it with a passion. But on this, I absolutely love it. Pop out windshield. You know why? Because if you don't, you're not going to breathe. That car right there, or truck rather, it's like a work of art. That's what I love about the classics like that. You can't recreate this. Like the new Bronco, everybody's going ape shit over right now. 2021 Bronco, it comes in a 2-door and a 4-door and a full convertible and this and this and this. It looks like a Jeep and an FJ Cruiser made a baby. And I'm not necessarily saying it's ugly because Chevrolet Blazer is absolutely hideous. So I'll give Ford props. At least it remotely looks cool. You can get the 2.7 in an EcoBoost. That's kind of neat. I don't think they're going to be as hot as the C8 Corvettes coming out of the box. I've already been kind of looking about maybe acquiring acquisition for one, for S's and G's. That's what tickles me when people try to recreate that vintage vibe. Broncos are hot. Little baby Broncos are insane right now. You can take the most rusted out, laying out in the woods, POS Bronco. If it was a baby Bronco, it's big money. The guys at Ford Motor Company seen this and decided to do this, just like the Challengers and the Camaros and the Mustangs. They're all mimicking what these cars were. And I stress that to people all the time. The new cars are great. They're fast, they're efficient, good fuel mileage, they got a warranty on them and all that. And for a daily driver, it's absolutely great. But buying something like that, the new Challengers are cool. It's almost as shame as I hate to admit I like a Dodge. They're cool. I would much rather have a 70 Challenger or, something with a real Hemi in it. Something with a real pistol grip shifter. That's the era they're trying to copy when you can buy the real thing. People go out and buy these cars, Hellcats and Demons and ZL1 Camaros and whatever it is. It don't matter, GT 500 Mustangs or Super Snake this or whatever the hell with Kung Fu grip. C8 Corvette guys included in this. When you buy these things, I'm going to tell you something. You know what you have in 2 years? Hell, you know what you have in 6 months? You have a used car. Period. You know what my buddy Johnny's going to have in 6 months? Still the baddest damn little hot rod riding around town. Something to think about next time you're looking for a toy. Maybe you shouldn't be shopping on your local Motor Mile. Maybe you need to be on the interwebs. Maybe checking out your old buddy Rabbit. Guys, well, who the is? We got it.
We got it?
We got it.
What did we get, Rob?
We got the rusty car, son.
Hell yeah!
Oh, get ready to the internet up. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars.
See if you want to have mine over there.
Sucker. I gotta get a new red chair. I'm sinking down in this one. This one's got some miles on it.
You done wore the ass out in.
Shut up. You one Easter bunny, and all of a sudden, I'm gonna grab my sweat rag. I'll be ready to rock.